There's an eagle roosting on the roof of this building. Right there he is. This is Two Sisters Bakery. And I'll show you the line when we got here. And the line goes on. Here is the food. It's very organized. Let's see if I can open this. One-handed. Okay, so there is the apples. Or that's the cinnamon. Which is an apple. What was it called?
I don't know.
Apple
sort
something.
Of sticky bun thing.
No, it's an apple thing. And then this is the sticky bun.
So what do you think of your sticky bun?
It's good, but it's different. So the breading is like super fresh. The sticky part, how it's usually real sticky, this is like a caramel and it's liquid. Does that make sense?
No.
What I'm trying to say. See how runny? It's real runny. It sticks on the bun, but see how much more gooey it is than normally. It's just all stuck. So it's really fresh. But it is good, but it's very, very messy. So I don't know if you can see, but the bread is like super fresh and not stale. Like, it's really good. Jim had some of my sticky buns. What did you think of them?
Sticky bun was great.
He didn't like the cookies as well. They were okay. He just thought they were a little dry.
Real floury.
Yeah, the bread is supposed to be really good here too, but we didn't buy any bread because we don't eat a lot of bread, and the bread that we do eat, we eat keto. This is the Bear Creek Winery. Jim and I are going in here and we're going to do some wine testing. And then if we buy anything, we'll show you what we buy. We're not going to film why we're actually testing. Oh, look at the little bears. Aren't they cute? Ooh, look at the shirts. There's the wine testing. Sorry. Do wine tasting. Okay, we did the wine tasting. It cost $10 per person. And that $10 goes towards your bottle of wine if you decide to purchase one.
Right.
So I cost $10 and Jim was $10, and that went towards 2 of the bottles of wine that we bought.
And they let us share too, even during the...
Yeah, like I pick, you get
10 choices.
Is it 10? I thought it was 8.
10
choices, and Jim couldn't figure out his 10th. But then finally they just picked out one. But one of our choices was a cider. They had cider. So they have the Bear Creek Winery, that one side, and it's all their Alaskan grown stuff except for grapes. They have a really hard time getting grapes. And then the other side was what, the polar bear?
Yeah.
And it's all Alaskan fruit. So if you're into fruit wine, this is a really good place here in Homer.
They can grow fruit up here, just not grapes too.
Yeah, I didn't say that. I said it was grapes. So their fruit was blackberry, raspberry, red raspberry, black raspberry, and rhubarb.
Apricots too.
And apricots. But they the grapes don't want to grow too good up here. It's just too cold. So if you're in Homer, this is a really good place to check out. An hour later, and there's still a line.
In 600 feet, your destination will be on the right.
This is, what do they call it, beach?
Beluga Beach?
No, Bishop Beach. There's a Beluga Trail. And this is where the tide pools and stuff are. But we are coming almost at high tide. High tide is at 1 o'clock in 2 hours.
Park right here.
What? We stopped at the Alaskan sea salt place and got another thing of the garlic salt. And this one is sea salt and vinegar. I thought we would try it. So we have 2 of these and 1 of these. The sea salt up here is really good in Alaska. We did a taste testing. We didn't record while we were in there. But we got the Alaskan port, which is the Bear Creek brand. We got the black raspberry wine, which is the Alaskan Creek brand. And those two are made with Alaskan fruit, except for the grapes they have to get down south because they can't get them up here. And then we got the Glacier Bear brand, which is all made in here in Homer, Alaska. It's all the fruits from here in Alaska. It is the red raspberry, and it has the Glacier Bear on it. So we ended up with 3 bottles of wine, and then they do give a military discount, so you might want to check to see what discounts that they give. I think it was 20% off, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Something like that. But anyways, these are sweeter wines. They had a blue Zin that was really good. It wasn't super sweet. I almost bought it, but I'm already going to have a problem getting 3 of these across the border, and we're going to go to a place in Stagway, and I know we're going to a brewery there, and there's only so much. I think it's 2 bottles. It's either 2 bottles per person or 2 bottles per vehicle that you're allowed to take over from Alaska to Canada. So we'll see about that. Right now, if it's 2 per person, we're okay. If it's 2 per vehicle, we're 1 over. But anyways, that's another thing to do here in Homer. We're leaving Homer. We had a great time in Homer.
Yeah, the spit was pretty nice.
Yeah. I think we spent the right amount of days there too.
Yeah.
So we spent 7 days. Like, we could have got away with maybe 6, but 7 was perfect because there's a lot of stuff to do around here. And it's just fun watching the water and the ships going in and out.
Being right on the ocean. Yeah.
Being right on the ocean. So we enjoyed ourselves, and now we are headed to Seward. In Seward, we're dry camping again. We're staying at Marathon. Starting right past this spot right here is the first. This is RV parking. And I think this is a Ditterod, isn't it? I think so. Yeah, this is a Ditterod. Ditterod. There it says the Ditterod campground. That would be your views if you stayed there. Very pretty. Mile 0. Seward Highway. Seward Highway. I always pronounce it. Going up here will be the next campground.
City Park.
Yeah, this is a day use, no overnight parking. It's in between. There's also a horseshoe pits there and a skateboard. Or what are those things called? A scooter. And then there is the public restrooms. So this is Resurrection South. It has a top layer and then a bottom layer. You have nice mountain views with snow caps, and there are otters and seals there in the harbor. Now the first one at Ditterod, you probably have a better view of seeing whales and stuff. This is Resurrection North that we're coming into. And there's a part of Resurrection North, isn't that how you say it, Jim? Resurrection?
Yes.
That has electricity. It's the only site that well, no, Iditarod too had some areas that had electricity. But these are all owned by the city of Seward. There is a dump station. It's across the street from Marathon, and that's where you can dump for any of the campgrounds that are here in Seward. And there is a bike path that you can ride along all the campgrounds down to the sea aquarium area. I think it's called Sea Life. But it was pretty nice. This is the start of Marathon. So the first several have long ways parking that you pull into, and then you back up. There's our camper, and you back in, and you have a great view of the mountains, and there's a glacier over there. And we did see seals and otters so far the first day. From Marathon, the last campground that you come to is Alice, and it's more like a parking lot. We hope you enjoyed our video of Homer and everything that you can do there. There's also an animal refuge in Homer that we did not go to, and we decided to do laundry instead. But it's there, so that is one more thing to do in Homer. And what we were talking about is we were right on the spit, as you could see, and it was really fun watching for whales. We did see 2 whales. One was a killer whale for sure. The other one, we are not sure what type of whale it was. We could just see that it was shooting water. And a lot of the otters and some seals. We've seen those too. And then just watching the ships and stuff come in. But it was really fun being there. So we enjoyed our time in Homer. We hope that this video at least helps you know some places that you can go see and visit when you're there. Jim, do you have anything you wanted to add?
If you're just watching this video and you didn't see our other 2 videos on what we did in Homer, we have a fishing video and another video where we took a water taxi.
Right.
So this video is not inclusive. There's 3 videos about Homer.
Right. So yeah, we want to make that clear. So there is a lot to do that we didn't even do. There's also bear viewing in Homer that you can go and see. And then when you leave Homer and head up towards Anchorage or Seward, depending on which way you're going, there is also a canine wildlife refuge area that you can stop at. And then we came straight to Seward. We were going to stop in Boondock, but it's a pretty short trip. I mean, it was only, what, 3 hours? Maybe 3.5 hours or something like that. We got here a lot quicker than what we thought. Seward is different than Homer. It's a lot more rockier as far as the beach. We do have a seal behind us, but an otter, a couple otters that we've seen. We've seen 1 seal and multiple otters. And this morning we had a bald eagle sitting right outside the camper on a pole. So that was really cool. That's always fun to see while you're here in Alaska. But we hope this at least helps you know where the different campgrounds are located. Yes, you can look on a map, but it kind of helps if you can see like a quick view. So the difference between them is really their location. The Iditarod is clear down. It's right by the sea area, the Sea Life Museum or Aquarium. And the only negative thing I can say about it is that you have a lot of the traffic right next to you for the aquarium. But you do have the bay that you can see more wildlife. And then next to that is Resurrection, south, and then north, and then Marathon, and then Alice. And that's the order they go in. There are no showers here. There are no restrooms other than the public restrooms, and I believe they close at night, at midnight or something like that. So be aware of that, it is completely dry camping unless you have one of the electric spots at the campgrounds that offer that. And you just go online to the city of Seward, and that's how you make your reservations. It's super easy. It's super, for camping in Alaska, it's actually pretty cheap. It's what, $50 a night? And we just took an extra night here, but we may get rid of a night at the end. We're not sure. However, we hope this video helps you. So if it did, please give us a like. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you know when the next video comes out.